Look at the way annual reviews kill energy, how they crush momentum, months of silence, then a single session that makes people nervous, defensive, disconnected. That frustration you feel? It's not your fault. That stuck feeling, that debate in your mind about whether your team is really performing or just surviving in this slow, hollow cycle, it's the system bleeding you dry. Annual reviews? They're relics, traps that freeze growth and kill ambition. Imagine being trapped in a loop where feedback is a punishment, a judgment day, instead of a tool. You watch your best people wither, not because they lack skill, but because they drown in delayed, diluted messages. No real time to fix mistakes, no chance to evolve as you go. That rage bubbling up inside? It's fueled by wasted potential, the smothering fear that your whole crew is silently giving up because they don't get the daily sparks they crave to ignite their best. Wake up. The brutal truth is this: waiting a whole year to talk about performance is a death sentence for innovation and connection. Every day without meaningful feedback is a day of missed chances, broken trust, and fragmented missions. Your team doesn't need to brace for war. They need to be fueled for battle every single moment. Continuous feedback isn't a nice to have anymore. It's the bloodline of survival in the modern world, the only way to build those raw, unbreakable bonds that turn chaos into creation. Here's what must be done now. Stop the madness of once-a-year check-ins. Tear down the calendar that shackles growth. Build a heartbeat of constant communication. Every leader must craft a culture where feedback flows like oxygen. Quick, precise, honest, human. Don't wait for perfection or a crisis to speak up. Praise wins as soon as they happen. Address slips right when they appear. The power lies in immediacy. Reveal what works, acknowledge what doesn't, and watch your people transform with every exchange. But don't fool yourself. Continuous feedback isn't about constant criticism or swarm of emails. It's about ruthless clarity and deep empathy. A two-way mirror, where listening is as fierce as speaking. Challenge your team not to hide in silence, but to own their journey openly. Teach them to seek and give feedback, like it's their lifeline, because it is. Remove hierarchies that suffocate voice. Create spaces, daily, weekly, real-time, where trust fuels brutally honest conversations that build not break. Here's an insider secret. Feedback that happens in real time breeds ownership and fierce responsibility. When your people know they are seen, heard, and guided immediately, their fire never dies. They don't wait for permission to improve. They act with unshakable confidence. That's how companies climb from average to extraordinary, not by rigid reviews, but by relentless dialogue that carves paths forward. If you want teams that innovate, adapt, and dominate, you must become obsessed with feedback as your leadership weapon. Embed it in every meeting, every project, every interaction. Let it be raw but respectful, swift yet thoughtful. It's not comfortable, but it's absolutely necessary. You owe that to your people. You owe that to the future you're building. Ditch the annual review nightmare. Step into a new world where feedback is freedom, not a penalty. A world where leaders burn the rule book and start connecting real human to human. Where power isn't handed down, but earned daily through honest connection. This is where the real growth lives. This is where you break free from illusions and start creating something wild, raw, and unstoppable. Hold your team accountable every day. Demand feedback. Give it up relentlessly. Watch as the nervous energy turns into electric momentum. Because the biggest lie you were told is that waiting makes things better. It doesn't. You build greatness one conversation at a time, right now, relentlessly, without pause. The future belongs to those who refuse to hide behind old systems, the ones who dare to lead brutally honest, constantly connected cultures where real transformation happens in every heartbeat of feedback. That future is yours, right this second. Grab it, own it, make it unstoppable.